Let me go to Kulsum and talking about women abuse. This is a big example of what you do. Can you tell us what's your brand and the foundation?
Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you, Mima, for the introduction. It was really inspiring what you just spoke, and there's lots of resonating there on the same points, because we are doing the same what she's doing, but also using fashion as a powerful tool. But at the foundation, what we do is, besides, as we all know, acid attacks are the most violent assaults and the most violent sort of gender violence on women. So when a woman goes through it, it's the worst kind of trauma that she goes through.
Sorry, I want to make sure that it's clear what you say. We're talking about acid attack on women. Okay.
So we deal with women who have suffered acid attacks. We are empowering women who have suffered these acid attacks, and we are taking them, bringing them into mainstream conversation. So when an acid attack happens, not all of us know that these women go through third-degree burns. So it's 60 to 90% they are burnt, and only skin can save them. So besides taking care of their surgeries, we also empower them, because these women are stripped of their identity, their self-confidence, and they are not a part of any society. So bringing confidence back in them is very important, and instilling that, it takes a lot. It takes literally a lifetime for the women, because each acid attack survivor goes through a minimum of 30 to a maximum of 60 surgeries. These are reconstructive surgeries, and it happens over a period of time, and it takes time to heal. And not many people know that, like organ donation, there is skin donation as well. So how you donate your organs, when you lose sight, you give eyes to that person. So when an acid attack happens, you give skin to that person, and that saves a person's life. If they don't get skin, they don't survive at all. So these are crimes which are so highly rated, but it's still, people are not talking about it. They're afraid to talk about it because of social stigma, pressure from society, because the men, in India especially, from where I come from, 85% of the victims are women. And this leads, and an acid attack leads to complete debilitation of the victim. There is no survival.
So what do you do for them? And what's your fashion brand? What's the basic of it?
So besides taking care of their surgeries, which we do at the foundation.
So taking care means pay for them?
No, we work with the hospitals, and we take care of their surgeries with the hospital, because they need reconstructive surgeries. And those can be from 30 to 60 reconstructive surgeries or much more, each one of them. So besides that, we used fashion as a very powerful tool, because we felt that we need to highlight these women's talents, because all of them were so talented, but they were not allowed to step out of their homes. So we created small workshops for them where they could come and talk about themselves, discuss things, meet other women who have been through a lot of other burns, domestic violence and acid attacks, and probably have like sisterhood, a feeling of sisterhood where they could stitch. Some of them were very good at stitching. So we used fashion as a very powerful tool at that point, and got these women to redefine beauty, they believed that because of their scars, they could never be a part of the fashion industry.
So were they tailors before, or do you form them?
Some of them were part of the fashion world, in the sense, they were learning tailoring. They were from fashion schools. Some were from good families who could afford to do this, and some weren't. Some were below poverty line, who were just going for stitching. So we started empowering them with professional help. And this started as a therapeutic workshop, Lumiere. It's really strange. It's a beautiful coincidence that God just brought my passion, which I had for fashion, into life, because we just started as a therapeutic workshop, giving them a voice, giving them employment opportunities, giving them confidence. But then it grew from one thing to another, where since the very beginning, I believe that Lumiere was nurtured, born in India, but completely nurtured in Italy by Camera Nazionale della Moda and Mr. Carlo Capasa. So I could never be more grateful than that, because it was born in India, but completely nurtured here. We started with head couture. Today we are making apparel.
And so is it all produced by, I mean, are they actually making the collections?
Yes,
these
so
women?
firstly, they are in the part of every process. The prints you see on the clothes are an expression of what these women are feeling currently. So we give them a workshop where we ask them to paint whatever they feel like. It's a therapeutic workshop. They write, they paint, they write stories. So we imprint that on the clothes, and then these women are trained to
Are you wearing
stitch.
some of it?
Sorry?
Are you wearing something for
I am wearing Ara.